All right. Howdy, Ken. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. We're back. We're back, people.
We're back for episode 58 after my episode of bronchitis and the flu. And I got a question for Ken. How can AI help affiliate marketers make money online?
I'll be back. Well, we talked about this backstage, and to me, there's a multitude of ways that AI can help us affiliate marketers in our businesses. And, for me, the primary way to utilize it effectively, at least in my business, is to get ideas, to get inspiration, to get you to think outside of what you normally understand about the niche that you're in, to think a little bit beyond what you know. Because I don't know if you're going to do a demo on this podcast like you did during our backstage, but that was really, really valuable and insightful. And I think people would like to see that. I like to. I like that. I don't know about you guys out there in the podcast, but
Oh, yeah. That's the problem, though. It's a podcast, so they can't see it.
oh yeah,
But
you gotta get
to
the
give
video.
you a general idea, I've been on this open AI kick lately. And I asked OpenAI, ChatGPT, to give me 3 subject lines for selling vegan dog food. Because that's our favorite niche, or one of our favorite niches here on the affiliate files is vegan dogs.
Yes.
And it gave this one idea: say goodbye to doggy breath and hello to a healthy plant-based diet. And this speaks directly to what Ken was just saying about learning more about your niche. Now, we know everything about vegan dogs here on the affiliate files, but I never thought about the angle of a dog having bad breath because it was eating meat-based food.
Yeah, and that to me, but that's the beauty of it, right? I mean, it's just I just like the fact that you can come up with additional ideas and perhaps provide a different angle for the content that you're creating. Because let's face it, when we look for content, a lot of it everyone else is talking about. When we produce content, everyone else is talking about. We just serve it up in a different way with our own spin on it. And to me, this just gives a really unique angle that I would have never thought of. And I really thought like, wow, this is. I laughed when I saw it because I thought this is brilliant. This is brilliant. Now we'd have to check to make sure that dog breath can be attributed to that, but which guys always do your fact checking. Please do that. But to me, I thought it was a really wonderful angle that you can expand upon and produce content, whether it be a video or a blog post or whatever it is. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. So what we didn't talk about backstage is how I came across OpenAI. It was actually from a YouTube video from a YouTuber I follow, and he was using OpenAI, or his concept was to use OpenAI to generate video scripts. And he said exactly what you just said. And the thing that I always say, don't shortcut the shortcuts.
Hmm.
AI, artificial intelligence, and the way that we use it right now is a shortcut. Now, for me, OpenAI and ChatGPT is a way for me to brainstorm.
Hmm.
So, like, if I need someone to bounce ideas off of, there's not always someone readily available. But OpenAI, in this case, it has the chat function for me to just ask it questions, and then basically it becomes a research partner or assistant, however you want to look at it. It's there for me to ask questions about the thing that I'm looking for information about. So instead of going to Google and typing in my search query and me reading a whole bunch of articles and digging through all the research myself, the AI is digging through that research for me. It's literally going out and doing the research and then putting together a coherent, or an attempt at a coherent response that I can then use as research as an affiliate marketer.
Yeah, and it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but the output that I've seen so far has been pretty darn good, especially when you utilize it in a niche that you understand. So when we talk about affiliate marketing, the professor has been going on there and he's been asking it affiliate marketing related questions and screenshotting them and sending them to me like, hey, check this out, check this out. And I read it, I'm like, wow, that is pretty spot on. And oh, I didn't know that. Like, and it really, because hey, we've been doing this for a while, but we don't know everything. We're always learning new things each and every day. But this was it to me, just providing you with inspiration and ideas and just the brainstorming aspect of it. Because as you guys know, being an affiliate marketer, it can be a very lonely enterprise, lonely journey. And even though the professor and I, we talk on a regular basis, we've never met in person. It's not like I knock on his door and go, hey man, like let's sit down and talk affiliate marketing. It's one of those things where, when the cameras go off and they turn off, we're here each in our own realms and we're working. So it's always nice to be able to just say, hey, I'm just going to pull this up. I'm going to ask it a question and see what kind of ideas it comes up with. Because if I'm stuck trying to, think of another way to bridge one idea to another, this could be it, right? So I think it's accelerating at a very scary pace. I like where it's headed, but also too, I just don't want people to feel like this is the silver bullet, that this is it. Like that anybody can do it, and it's going to be so easy, because you still got to know your audience, you still got to know your niche, you still got to do the research, you still got to parse through the information that you get and make it your own. Add your own flair, your own personality to it, because some of the stuff that comes out, while it's good, it can be pretty bland, and it lacks that personality to it. I can't really describe it, but it lacks personality. So
So I heard, or I didn't hear, but I read on Facebook, someone was complaining about people sharing the output of AI, and their thing was that it was repetitive. So when they would read it, they could tell it was AI output because it would basically start and it would say the thing, then it would summarize the thing, and it would say the thing again.
yeah,
But I was kind of like, well, that's kind of how they teach you to create content,
yeah,
right? Like you have to keep reiterating your point, otherwise people will miss it. So I
yeah,
wasn't really sold on that.
yeah,
And the thing, again, don't shortcut the shortcut. If you're using artificial intelligence, and we talked about this in the backstage episode about investing your time and your money, if you're going to get content done for you, it doesn't matter whether it is an AI doing it or whether you outsource it. You at some point have to look at that content if you're going to be the final say, unless you get to the point where either the people that you hire, you have a certain level of trust that it meets your criteria, that it is quality that you're looking for, as well as it is on point with your message and your brand. So either the outsourcer, you approve them to just post for you, or you hire a manager or an editor, right? AI is no different. It just becomes a tool in your toolbox.
yeah,
So whether you're buying PLR and you're editing that PLR, or you're outsourcing the content and then they bring that content into you, and then you play editor, you put your editor cap on and you read it, you make notes, you add your own voice into it. You know what I mean? Or have it generate a script and then you shoot a video from that script. Like I could have somebody write me a script and then I could create a video. Well, if AI can do that for me and just give me those general ideas or an outline, even like I know a lot of people, when they talk about AI, they specifically use it for research and or just to generate outlines to come up with big ideas, right? Give me 3 big ideas on topic A. And I take those 3 big ideas, if they are legitimate ideas in my niche, and then I just spitball content around those ideas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wanted to circle back because when you're talking earlier about the repetitive nature of it, I've seen it. I think what some people are probably saying is that it repeats the exact same sentence or paragraph or whatever.
Yeah,
The repetition though is important from our standpoint, because the attention span of people these days is probably less than that of a goldfish. So it's important because people skim through your content. And if you make a very important point and you don't take the time to repeat it, but maybe rewrite it in a different way, but it says the exact same thing, that person, because not everyone reads. I'm guilty of that. I don't read the entire thing. I'll skim through. I'll go through, the parts of a blog post, for example, to the parts where I find it's going to be valuable to me. So I think, to me, the repetition part, like you said, that's important. I think maybe they're and I've seen this happen with AI tools, which is one of the reasons why I didn't really like it, was that it would repeat the same sentence, like exact same word for word. And I think that's what maybe people are talking about.
Yeah, and I think that's also dependent on the tool itself,
Mhm.
like the quality of the tool.
Yeah.
And originally, when AI first came out, the quality wasn't there.
Mm.
And some of these tools that you buy, you get what you pay for. You get an AppSumo deal on an AI tool. It's not really AI; it's just a database of information, or the AI isn't really utilizing enough, I guess, to put it in a way that makes sense. Computing cycles, right? It doesn't have enough brain power in the back end, because that's expensive,
Yeah.
right? The smarter your AI, right? It's just like outsourcing. If you hire an expert in your field to write your content, it's going to cost you more than a generalist. It's
Hmm.
the same reason you go to a specialist. If you want heart surgery, you go to a heart surgeon. Or you
Yeah.
want brain surgery, you go to a brain surgeon. You don't go to your general doctor,
Hmm.
right? He knows what the brain does. He knows what the heart does, but he's not an expert. He
Hmm.
doesn't do surgery. You know what I mean? So you pay for that expertise. It's the same when you buy a tool. You know what I mean? Now this open AI thing is free right now, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
The crazy value you get with this tool.
Yeah.
But you just have to understand, when you're utilizing these tools, it is a tool in your toolbox or your tool belt that you're utilizing as an affiliate marketer. And the truth about making money online is you have lots of tools,
Hmm.
and you will have to lean on these tools, and they can help you make money, but don't shortcut your shortcut, right? I said that earlier.
Hmm.
But then to circle back around into the point of artificial intelligence, and we talked about this backstage as well. Right now, there's really three components. And backstage, there was a fourth idea that was generated by AI for me and Ken that I'm not going to share with you. You can see that backstage. But the big three that we're really talking about when we're talking about AI today, and today, December 2022, we're talking about the written word is the most popular AI for blog posts, emails, right? Just anything and everything that revolves around written content is probably the number one that people are looking at right now.
Hmm.
But a huge one that is really coming on is images, right? Instead of hiring artists or taking photographs, letting an AI actually generate images that you can use in your marketing. And then the next one is video. That
Hmm.
same concept of the fact that you can let the AI generate a script. It can take that script, it can create a video as well as do the voiceover, all in one tool.
Yeah. It's just wild. The image one is, to me, fascinating, just because I see so many people on my Facebook feed, and it's because, I'm friends with a lot of marketers, right? But I see a lot of people experimenting with it and coming out with images that are just out of this world. I mean, they look fantastic. The only thing that I wish it could do, and I haven't seen anybody do this, is that I would like it to be more of like a photographic type of an image. Right now, I see things that look like paintings or high quality graphics. But if they could do like photographs, oh man, that would just be, because everyone gets their pictures from Pixabay and Pexels. It's like, you just know when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's from Pixabay or Pexels. And so this, to me, that just the ability for it to create images like that is just, it's mind blowing. It really is. It's something you probably got to try. Have you tried it yet? The
Yeah,
image?
over on my other channel, I do
Yeah.
images. I'd have a bunch of videos about using it to make images for coloring books, right?
Wow.
But see,
Wow.
that's the thing, right? So as an affiliate marketer, what kind of content do you create? Okay, you either create it yourself or you outsource it. So again, not shortcutting the shortcut. You are not going to buy an AI or use a free AI tool that is going to take you out of the picture.
Yeah.
Right? You have to do quality control. You have to make sure that it's giving you content that is on brand. It's right. It's following your ethos. It's not in there saying something that you're not going to have to backtrack on because somebody actually reads it. You know what I mean? Like it wrote a blog post and it's in there talking about how quick and easy it is to make money online.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, because that's what it's learning based upon all the crap out there on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the thing that I think for beginners out there who don't understand that when you're building, an affiliate marketing business or any online business for that matter, that it takes time and you've got to learn, you got to go through, you got to take your lumps essentially, and you got to learn your niche, you got to learn your audience, you got to understand the business side of it. And this tool is there to help, but at the end of the day, like the professor said, you got to be the one that vets the content, goes through the content, reads it, and go, oh, okay, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Like I would never say it that way, but I would say it this way, and just rewrite it. I mean, it's just one of those things where there's no way to shortcut the shortcut, and you still have to do work. Unfortunately, guys, you still have to work. This still is a business. You can't just come up with a logo and all of a sudden everything else is taken care of. Although I've seen these tools, these AI tools, where they just auto post the content for you. And I guess some people out there, maybe they don't care, so they just auto post it and just run with it. But if you're if it's tied to you and your brand, then that's probably not a good idea. Like you really got to take the time and go through it and learn. And it's just part of it. I mean, we all go through this. We all go through it. Even with these tools coming out and they're getting better and better and better, that just means that it's a better tool for you to use. That's it. That's it.
It means it's going to save you time and or money
Yeah.
later on down the road.
Yeah.
Right? Not right now, not right this second. Now,
yeah.
Obviously, just like here on the Affiliate Files, the truth about making money online, marketing or manipulation, we talk about it. There's going to be messages out there that AI is going to save you time and money. Well,
yeah,
they may or may not say save you time or money right now. Right now, it will eventually save you time and or money if you take the time and invest the money, right, in equal amounts, or if you have more than one or the other. But you got to go through the process of learning the tool, using the tool, seeing if it gives you an output. And this is another thing, right? Like you have to understand that when you're using this artificial intelligence, there are some things that it is more in the know about. Mm-hmm. Specifically talking about a niche. Some niches it's going to understand better than others simply because there's more and or better information that it has access to.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's the thing too, right? I think a lot of people are like, oh, this is it. And we talked about it, right? The silver bullet. This is it, man. Like I want to get into this niche and I don't know anything about it, but I'm just going to go for it because it's going to produce content for me. And it's just one of those things where you just got to be careful. Like there is no easy way, really. There is no easy way. We talk about the fact that there's simplicity in what we do, but it doesn't mean that it's easy. And it doesn't mean that there's something out there that is going to be push button that's going to just do it all for you. It's not there. I mean, who knows? Maybe there will be. I don't know if you and I will be alive when that happens, but eventually it probably will get to that point. But then again, where will the human element be, to me at least, when it comes to building an online business and doing these kinds of things? I think there's still obviously a place for people like us to produce content that resonates with our audience. Yeah, we're going to miss things. We're not perfect, but these tools, like the professor said, you can get ideas to provide additional context to what you want to serve up in terms of a message to your audience.
Yeah. Right now, you can have the AI generate content, but there's no AI to fact check that content like a human can do.
Yeah.
There's no human element in it. You know what I mean? Like you can look at some of the images you were talking about earlier. It creates the image and you look at it and you're just like, it's outstanding. But then if you look at it and you sort of turn your head, you're like, there's just little elements that are just a little bit off,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's just because it didn't quite finish it, or it didn't understand how to finish it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are taking that image and going in and touching it up, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of that has to do with, like we were talking about when we were talking about people saying that they could identify artificial intelligence content that was written by artificial intelligence. This also brings into the mix of, as an affiliate marketer, you're competing with all these different tools and all these different algorithms, and people are in the business of making the algorithm better, the core algorithm, right? Adding value to it and making it their own product and making it their business to have, the best AI. But then you have Google going, let me look at this content and let me determine if this is being generated by a human or is it being generated by AI. But does Google really care if it was artificial intelligence that generated the content or if it was a human? Or are they more interested in, is it helping the human that is doing the search? But what if someone is using an AI to do search and the AI robots are clicking on the content that was generated by a human?
That's great. That's wild. We're going down deep. We're going down deep that rabbit hole. But that is, to me, that's a legitimate scenario, right? It might happen. It probably will happen. I think, to me, at this point in time, because I've been reading, little snippets here and there from these news articles that pop in, and I know Google can probably tell if it's AI. Do they care? I don't personally, my opinion only, I don't think they do, as long as it provides, it's accurate, number one, and that it's helpful content that people are looking at. People, not the AI yet, but people that are looking at that type of content. Because at the end of the day, they as a search engine, they want to serve up the best content available, whether that be written by a human, whether that be written with the assistance of AI. And at the end of the day, they want people coming to that post or that video or whatever it is and consuming the content to look at ads, so they can place ads in front of those people and make money. So if I look at it from the core aspect of making money, yeah, I think they do care. But at the same time, as long as it's helpful and it's true, it's been fact checked, then for sure, I think they wouldn't turn a blind eye to it, but I think they'd be okay with it for the time being.
So I think it goes back to the content that you're creating, the type of content. So if you specifically want to talk about Google and you talk about EAT, right? What is it? Expertise, authority, trust, or what is it? Your money or your life, right? This type of content.
Yeah.
So as an affiliate marketer, your money or your life is some of the hardest content to create as an affiliate marketer. So that determines your niche, right? So when we're looking at AI generating content, especially images and videos, as an affiliate marketer, if you're in the business of solving problems, or let me back that up, as an affiliate marketer, you are in the business of providing solutions to problems, right? You pick a niche, you identify a problem, you generate content that solves the problem and leads ultimately that audience that reads that solution to the ultimate solution, which is to buy the thing that you're an affiliate for. Right? So when we're talking about AI and AI content, we're talking about content that addresses a problem in the form of a solution. So as long as the solution is real and it's helpful, for us, that's going to be okay. Yeah. And depending upon the niche or the niche that Google looks at, right? Your money or your life, most likely you're going to steer clear of anyway. But we're talking about hobbies and, things that aren't considered, true investment advice, most likely, like how to do affiliate marketing is not really true investment advice, right? It's more infotainment than anything. But using AI to generate true entertainment, true content that is only for entertainment purposes, imagine, and this is what I was talking about earlier when you asked me about generating images, Well, if I'm creating coloring books and I'm using the AI to just draw me coloring images, right? That's so much different than using AI as an affiliate marketer because I'm just generating weird or funny images to put into a coloring book that I can sell.
Hmm.
Or if I'm using AI to generate video, what if it was just creating humorous, funny videos for me,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, that is, again, the affiliate files is the truth about making money online. And there's so many other ways to make money online other than being an affiliate. And one of those is to create content that just serves the purpose of pure entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think to me, there's just so many different applications. And I think it just depends on your niche and your goals and what you're trying to do. But at the end of the day, it's a tool, and you got to understand that it's a tool. It's not the be all end all, and it's going to make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. You still have to work. You still have to work and put in the work to make things happen. You have to make it happen. The AI will not make it happen for you. You still have to wake up. You still have to do the work. You still have to go through the content. You still have to give it ideas. Just because it's drawing stuff for you doesn't mean that you're not giving it some kind of idea for it to work on. So you still have to come up with those ideas. And I think that's where, I see the line drawn is that, yeah, I can give you ideas, but you still have to give it input in order for it to spit out the ideas for you. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? I mean, again, it's a tool. Like we've been talking about, it's a tool. I like it. I think it's very helpful. But I just don't want people thinking that this is the be all end all. That your dreams are, you're gonna make your dreams come true by signing up for OpenAI and just using that Chat GPT, and spitting out this content. You still gotta go through it and make sure you understand what it's spitting out, whether or not it's true, and whether it's helpful, right? I mean, those are always the important parts.
I think what Ken is trying to say in a nice way is don't come back to us telling us that the Chat GPT is broken because you created an account and it just sat there and the screen's still blank.
Yeah, don't. But hey, it's free, so you know what?
Right.
It doesn't matter. It's free. If it costs something, then I'll be like, oh, I'll be concerned.
You're just wasting your time, not your money. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's like what's that saying about, don't waste your time reading to a pig because you're just annoying a pig and wasting your time, right? I'm like, don't bother getting the OpenAI account if you're just going to sit there and stare at a blank screen.
Yeah, use it, test it out. Just type in something and see what happens, and just experience it, because I mean, this is something that's going to be a part of the future of everyday life, right? I mean, whether we're using it about with affiliate marketing or people using it for other purposes. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's just growing, and the applications are endless. It's endless. And so, it's like you got to just get on the bandwagon, man, and just kind of experience it and see what it is, so that you understand when it starts progressing what it's all about, how you can use it, and the best way to utilize it for your own business. So you have to make that determination for yourself, for sure.
Yeah. You got to go on there and you got to be willing to fail with the feedback that's going to give you,
Yeah.
because I know when I invested in Jasper when it first came out, and I was like, this is crap.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my professional assessment of Jasper. It was called something else. What was it? They got in trouble for it. What was it called?
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Is
Yeah.
it Jarvis, right?
Yeah,
Jarvis.
Jarvis. So the first time I'd logged into Jarvis, I was like, this is complete crap. This is
Yeah.
a total waste of my time. Because I
Yeah.
wasn't in the space that I needed to be
Yeah.
to use it, because I was right. I was sort of, I'm not going to use this anyway. So
Yeah.
at that point, I was just wasting my time.
Yeah.
Again, I saw OpenAI and Chat GPT, and I saw it generate a YouTube script from a YouTuber that I really enjoy watching. And he was like, yeah, this is useful. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is useful. And then I went in with a useful mindset, or the mindset that this was going to be useful to me because I
Yeah.
saw an actual application that I could use it for.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's an important point, right? I mean, people see it as a tool. And the reason why a lot of us end up in this shiny object syndrome thing is that we buy these tools, think we're going to use it, when we don't even know why we bought it in the first place. We just thought it was a novel thing. And I think if you go into it with the mindset of, yeah, I'm going to use it, and here's how I want to use it, and I've seen other people use it this way, so I know that it's possible, then at least it gives you that inspiration to go in and test it out and really give it a go. Because, I've seen people write, articles and things with Jasper, and they come out really, really good, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. And that's the difference. So, or they've put in the time. Whereas me as a casual onlooker I come in there and I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, I just typed in a sentence and it didn't work out, you know?
It's so true. They're like people hating on the AI because they typed in one sentence.
Yeah,
I tried blogging for a couple of days. That's a scam.
I know. That's so hilarious. It's
So
hilarious.
that is the current state as we see it here at the Affiliate Files about AI. It's here. It ain't going nowhere. So get used to it. And if you want to use it, use it. If you don't want to use it, don't.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to sum it up, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you as always watching on the YouTube channel and listening on the podcast. Do us a favor if you can share this with people that you think would be interested in this episode or any of the other episodes that we do here on the Affiliate Files. We appreciate you and we'll talk to you later. Bye.